is my favorite game, and you know I can't be beat when I'm in the driver's seat. See, I got a lead foot and gas in my veins. God put a V8 where he should have put brains. There ain't a race I haven't run. There ain't a race I haven't won. And it's been 7 days since I've won a race, and I don't plan on leaving this place till I've won another. Send you crying home to your mother. See, I got the car, the skill, the crew, the will. God hates a sinner, but he loves a winner. You dare to show your face? Come on, Ace. Let's race. 43 cars on the field, and I'm sitting on the pole. Pace car's gone, the green flag drops, 500 miles to go. Let's race.
24 cars, left hand side. Go low, come on. You got him. 17 cars taking a high road.
Well, I ain't good looking and I could have been smarter, but I've been in the lead since this race started. I got it all tied up and put away. I'm gonna be the hero today. You held your own for a lap or two, but then your rookiness started showing through. You ran out of ammunition, dropped like 4 or 5 positions. Now your car's getting loose and it's tough to steer. I can see it all clear from my rearview mirror. You're gonna be a statistic, like the 40 other clowns who missed it. So go on, drop the hammer, floor the gas, draft all you want, I'll still kick your ass. You gotta pick up the pace. Come on, Ace. Let's race.
Hey, Rick, turn three, roll the smoke. Just listen to me, I'll talk you right through. Go low, and got it.
Wreck on turn 3, caution's out, so I pull into the pit. Fill the tank and take 4 tires, put a little wedge in it. Now let's race.
All right, caution's out, pits are open. 1 more lap, come in.
Beat you to the line.
We're gonna take 4 tires.
Well, I'm a maniac, and I'm on the attack, and you're a racetrack hack at the back of the pack. You drive like my Uncle Pete. He's blind and ain't got no feet. Just 1 more lap till I take the checker. Add another win to my winning record, another trophy, more respect. And a great big gosh darn check. See, there I am in victory lane. I'm doused with champagne once again. There's you in last place. You got egg all over your face. See, I'm the best. I'm the star. I'm the undisputed king of NASCAR. You're just out of place, 'cause you just sort of drive, but I race.
Oh, that was a good one. That was a great one. Great finish. See you, Birdhouse. We'll see you in the winner's circle. Good job, son.
Hey Collins, it's John up in the booth. You got me? Alright guys, I'm terribly sorry about that. I'm not sure how much you guys have heard. Anyway, we got the high sim Octane series like Kansas. I think I had my mic muted, so I do apologize. And I was trying to bring in our post sitter, and somehow the sim closed, so I had to start it back up. But we're back live. You guys did not miss anything. It's a great big field out here tonight. A lot of drivers.
Green flag. Caution, caution, caution. Kind of talk me through what's going on again.
See the 24, he got loose. I was bringing out the first, or the, not the 24, the 2 car. I'm sorry, he brought out that first caution. I do apologize. I am dealing with a kid and I had to mute my mic and I forgot to unmute it. So we are back. 84, I know he was in that caution earlier. 21 to 99. Yeah, the 2 car, he did take a fast repair, so he will not have any fast repairs left for us tonight, which is really unfortunate for him. You see these guys getting double file here, about to take the green. Stage breaks tonight are lap 50, lap 100. Completing the race will be at lap 160. These drivers have 5 sets of tires, 1 fast repair, and they get 65% of fuel for their cars tonight. Matt, he is not in the broadcast booth at the moment. He will try to be on later to join me. He is away and not home right now. Meanwhile, pace car is off.
Green flag.
Collins, he gets a great start here. He's going to take the lead and offered in that 22 machine. He's just going to fall back right behind him. Try to give you guys the blimp camera here as these guys fan out. See if these guys can get settled in here early and just log some laps. I know you don't want to fall too far back from the leader, so it'll be exciting to see how this race unfolds.
Caution's out.
We do have another caution on the racetrack. So let's see if we can pick up of what may have taken place here. Alright, let's rewind this here and that's unfortunate. 46 just scraped the wall. The wall was trying to give him a great big bear hug, and the 46 is trying to get off of it. He just came down and took out a few vehicles behind him. So that's going to bring out our second caution for tonight. That's one thing about this racetrack is some of these drivers, including myself, when I race here, I like to run that outside line, so I'll stay up against that wall as much as possible. And sometimes, if that wall gets a hold of you, it won't let go, and you gotta yank your car off the wall to get off of it. And sometimes that's what happens. That's the end result. Is somebody's to your inside whenever you're trying to get off that wall, and you can take out the person behind you. Once this stage comes to an end, we'll talk to our stage winner here in a little bit. I try not to disturb these guys too much, because I know that they're on team communication. They want to talk to their teammates. Try to get a close-up look at the paint schemes that we have tonight. few good looking cars. I really don't have a favorite one. Not tonight. Some nights I do, but not every night. I ain't seen nothing that's really caught my attention yet. It's one thing I like to look at is when I go through the field like this, to look at their paint schemes and see what they're running. I believe that 21 machine is Matt CC. I could be wrong. I don't know all these guys' names and numbers by heart yet. I'm still learning. A lot of drivers to keep up with. Matt CC's in the 19, so there's Matt. If you guys are commenting on either Facebook or YouTube, I'll do my best to bounce back and forth to try to keep up with the comment section so I can interact with the viewers watching back at home. If there's a particular guy you want to kind of watch for a little bit, just let me know and I'll do my best to get the camera on him. Like I said, with this many cars, it's hard to keep the action. There's going to be action all over the racetrack, so it's going to be hard to focus in on one particular battle. But I'll do my best to go throughout the field and watch different battles. Obviously, we want to keep a close eye on the lead if any lead changes were to happen, especially when we come down to the stage endings and toward the end of the race. Double file again, so we're about ready to go green. Still got Collins. He's led every lap so far. The pace truck is off. Collins gets another good restart. It looks like Nick may have spun his tires just a little bit, but he's going to fall back into second place. So far, the first half of the field looks pretty good. You got some guys that's side by side. The top three are single file. Top five now. Try to go back further in the field and see if there's any action that we can pick up on. Riding with our leader right now of Collins, we'll do this camera angle for a little bit and work our way back through traffic and kind of get a rhythm going in and just ride along with some of these guys, and hopefully it stays green for a little while yet. See the 73 making a pass here on the 62. 62, he's going to battle back just a little bit, but he gets out of throttle so he doesn't run over the 73. That's a nice heads-up move right there. You know, you don't want to burn your tires off and not have any. Remember, these guys only get 5 sets, so you kind of want to save your tires the best you can and manage them. By the way, if you have that late race restart, you'll have something for the end. Looks like we got a little battle up here. Let's go up here and check it out. While Offer's going around on that outside for the trying to take that lead away from Collins there. In the 53, he's right behind him. So Nick looks like he's going to be our new leader. So we've had our first lead change of the night, as Collins is starting to fall back just a little bit. It's good that Collins, he found that hole up on that high side and he took it, and he fell back to third, but now he's under fire from the 81 machine. He might be saving his tires for a little later, trying to slow down his pace so he'll have something if this thing stays going to the end of the stage. You got Ryan Clark down there in 31 trying to make a move. He passes his 73. '73 is going backwards right now. Great racing. 87 making that high line work. Oh, you got the 21 real slow there, and he's going to make everybody go around him. That could be dangerous, you know, if some of these guys further on back didn't see the 21 really slow. That's a nice heads-up move by these drivers to avoid him. That could have been a disaster for some of these. See a little bit of wiggle there out of the 87 car. He got a little bit of help from behind that upsetted his car. It was a nice save. And there's that 2 machine who brought out the first caution earlier. He's making up some ground early. He got loose and had to use his fast repair, so he does not have any fast repairs left. Oh, the 20. It looks like he almost punted that car on the inside. That was a nice save.
Caution, caution.
We do have a caution on the race truck. See some of these guys further on back. Slowing down, waiting for the pace car. So we know the first half of the field has not came into the pits yet. So with the stage being at lap 50, I'm wondering how soon do you come in to get a set of tires? Here comes the leaders now. Nick is in, the 53 is in, the 81 is in. A bunch of the leaders are deciding to come down pit road to get tires and fuel. I believe we had we had a few people that decided to stay out. You can see the 62 here. His car almost looks like a modified car right now. You don't see the hood. So it's really unfortunate for him this early in the race that he has that much damage. There's another modified car. Looks like the 21. He's got a lot of front end damage as well, so he'll be kind of slow. I don't expect too much competition out of these guys that got that heavy damage this early in the race. So it's going to hand the lead back over to Collins as he stayed out. Lewis has stayed out. Matt Cece, I believe he stayed out as well. So the top two for sure stayed out. Let's go put Nick restarting fourth. So he'll be on that outside line on this restart. He'll be the first car with fresh tires. Looks like the lights are off on the pace truck here as we are getting ready to go green. Pace truck is in. Collins gets a good restart. Lewis is just going to follow right back in behind him. Matt Cece's under fire from Nick on that high line. I don't think Nick's going to have any trouble getting the lead back as he has fresh tires. Which is okay. Oh, we got trouble. The 19's in the wall, the 87's in the wall. See if we can go back and find out what happened. We know Matt stayed out. So here we are. See, Matt goes 3 wide there. You got the 81 and 10 going around him. The 87's to his outside. And you got the 25 and the 73. It looks like the 73 maybe hit the 87 from behind. And that's what brought out this latest caution here. Let's rewind this thing again. So here's a pretty good angle at it. Oh no, the 87 just got loose. So he didn't get no help from that contact. It's kind of a bit surprised though that Collins has decided to stay out on the racetrack still. I know he didn't lose any positions, but you gotta wonder that how long is his tires are gonna hold up. He has not taken tires yet in this race where everybody else behind him has. We know if this race gets a long green flag run though that he would drop like a rock if he ain't careful, so we'll see if his strategy plays out for him or if it doesn't. But that's a gamble that these guys take, is when to come in and get service done for their cars. There's the 62. He came in and got his fast repair. Earlier he looked like a modified car out there without the hood and everything, so he'll have some speed as long as he doesn't get in any more damage throughout the night. It's a nice looking paint scheme by the 8 car. I know I said earlier I really don't have a favorite. Sometimes I do and sometimes I don't, but the 8 car I think has a pretty nice paint scheme so far. Back out up front, they're getting double file for this restart. So we've had 4 cautions, 3 lead changes. Nick, he's going to be restarting on the inside row this time, so let's see what kind of push he can give to Collins down into turn 1 here. Riding with Nick right now on this restart. You see Collins gets a pretty good restart there. And that's going to allow Lewis to take over that second position. Nick didn't go as well as I thought he would. I thought he would have gone a little bit better than that. Nick's going to take the second spot back. Battle for the lead here as Nick goes to the inside of Collins. And he's going to take the top spot away. Meanwhile, we're 3 wide for second place momentarily. Collins is fighting back on that outside lane just a little bit, but I think the advantage is going to go to Nick here down in turns 3 and 4. Collins is under fire for that second position, but he's holding on strong so far. Now he goes to the inside and he's looking to take the lead away, but I don't think he's going to have enough momentum to get to Nick. But here comes that 81 with a great run. And he's going to go to the inside of Collins. And he's going to take second away. Good race so far, nice and clean. Zachary Compton, he's looking to close in on the leader. Meanwhile, we got a battle for third, as Collins is gonna drop back. I thought that was gonna be a good battle, but apparently not. He's just gonna continue to fall back here. Meanwhile, back out front, Zachary, he's all over Nick up here for the lead. Zach's gonna go down on the inside. Nick is on the outside. It's gonna be a drag race to the start finish line, I believe. Nick is holding strong on that outside lane though. He might have the momentum coming off. He's got that momentum going down the backstretch, and he's going to have the momentum still on out in turns 3 and 4. We got a 3-car battle for the lead here between these top 3. If these guys don't get it sorted out, we're going to have a 5-car battle for the lead as these guys have to maneuver their way around the 21. That's Messer in the 53. He's looking to take the top spot away now. That's going to have Nick fall back to 3rd. You got Nick Compton back there in the 80 car. He's made his way in the top 10. So has Brian Clark in that 31 machine. Meanwhile, we got another caution on the racetrack. Let's see if we can go back and pick it up. See if we can give you guys a replay of it. Let's see if it's back here with the 20 car. Or did he just come off pit? Yep. So watching the 20 here, because I know he was involved. Aha. So the 87 was also involved. Looks like the 73 and 87 just kind of collided, and the 20 car had no place to go. He was at the wrong place at the wrong time. So I believe that's going to bring out our 5th caution tonight. You can see Collins coming down pit road now to get service done to his car. Don't forget, guys, if you guys are ain't got nothing to do on Sunday, they are going to crown the 2021 NASCAR Cup champion. I'll be rooting for the Hendrick boys. Obviously, I'll be rooting for Chase more than Kyle, but I like them both. anybody but Hamlin in my book. Don't care for Hamlin at all, but everybody has their own opinion and their own favorite driver, so we'll have to see how it plays out at Phoenix on Sunday. I know that the truck championship race is going on tonight. I really don't have a favorite in it, but if I did, I'd have to say Crafton, just because he's a veteran in the truck series. I don't follow the trucks a whole lot. I know Ben Rhodes, I don't know if he still is in trucks, but I know he lives 30 minutes away from me, so which is pretty cool. You know, he grew up outside of Louisville, Kentucky, and now he lives 30 minutes away from me. He came to the Indiana side, which is pretty cool, you know. I wouldn't want to live in Kentucky, but some people do. Got 23 cars, 22 cars on the lead lap still. Double file. Sorry if I went through the fuel just a little bit quick. I didn't want to miss the restart of this race, and I wanted to give you guys a quick sneak peek of where these guys are from. A lot of drivers are based out of Florida from this league. When I was putting the stuff together for these guys last weekend, when I had finally had time to do so, I noticed that these guys were from Florida. A lot of them were. Pace truck is in. Zachary Compton gets a great restart here. Nick's got room to go to the bottom if he wants it. It's the top three are single file. Nick Compton in the 80 car is looking to go single file. He's underneath that 25 machine, but he's going to fall back here. We got a battle for the lead up front. Nick's right there on the inside of Zachary Compton. Messer in the 53 machine, he's also right there. So we got a three-way battle for first place here. We got the stage break coming up here. That's valuable points here toward the playoffs once we get that started. Zachary's not giving that spot up easily though, as he's battling Nick still for that top spot. Side by side as they go down the backstretch. Who's going to have the momentum going down to turns 3 and 4 here? They're still pretty much dead even. So great battle between these two. And they're still even. Nick has it. I mean, not Nick. Zachary has the momentum on that outside, but Nick's fighting hard on that inside. He's gonna. Looks like he's just gonna backpedal here and regroup and give it another run, maybe. Great racing further on back throughout the field here. We'll keep an eye on the lead, so we'll go to the blimp view so we can just catch all the action for this angle here. 3 wide further on back, mid-pack in the field as Brian Clark in that 31 machine is in the middle. Nothing has changed up front yet as we are almost coming to the stage break here. Nick has that run that I thought he would regroup. And here comes Collins. He's got fresh tires. And he's going to make it 3 wide here for the lead. Nick's in the middle. You got Zachary Compton to the outside. And Collins is down low on that inside. And he's going to take the top spot away. Oh, I thought he was going to bounce off the wall. But he's able to keep it off the wall. So Collins is our new leader. Where did he come from? I know earlier he came onto pit road, got those 4 first tires. But what a move there
Caution, sorry, caution.
to end the stage. Let's see if we can bring Collins in here and give him a talk with us. Hey Collins, it's John up in the booth. You got me? Hey Collins, it's John up in the booth. You got me? I can't get any communication out of Parker, so not sure what's going on with him. We'll move him back to his team, though. Hey, Nick, it's John up in the booth. You got me? I guess nobody wants to talk today. That's alright. Anyway, Parker Collins is your stage winner here. We'll close out Discord and open it up on a new tab and see if that makes any difference. Hey Collins, it's John up in the booth. You got me? Well, that didn't seem to help matters any, but I'm sure these guys are in their team communication and may not feel like talking right now. That was an exciting way to end stage one. 3 wide there for the lead as Parker Collins picked that top spot and he's a stage winner here. Getting ready for this restart. Looks like Mike is going to be your new leader in that 2 machine as he stayed out, I believe. Patiently waiting.
Green flag.
Mike's got that great restart. But I don't think Collins is going to let him get too far out there. He's battling back on that outside, and Nick's right behind him. And Zachary Compton is going to make it 3 wide for the lead for second here. And that's going to let Collins take the top spot. And he's going to go down low and block that run that Zach had. He's going to go back up high and back down low again. Just blocking that air and the momentum that these guys had on him to try to kill any progress that they're making on him. So nice driving there by Collins. Zachary Compton fading back just a little bit. You got Nick Compton up here. He's making a move around the 2 machine. Battle is all over the racetrack at the moment. Looks like the battle for second place is starting to heat up as Messer is trying to get around Nick in that 22 car. And here comes Nick though. He's got the momentum on Collins there. I think Nick's just kind of riding around and playing it smart right now. He may not be in too big of a hurry, but I'm thinking if Collins messes up, he'll take the lead, and you don't want to wait too long, but for the most part, I just think that he might be just trying to save his stuff and let Collins burn up his tires. You can see this front pack here, all single file, and nobody's really side by side battling for any positions right now. This top 6 kind of settled in and logging laps right now as we got stage break number 2 coming up at lap 100. Messer's all over the back bumper of the 22 machine. Riding on board with Messer, that 53 car. See, looks like he got a little bit loose there off turn 2 and he had to save it.
Caution, Cross.
Got a yellow on the
Hey, quickly tell me
racetrack.
what you think you had there.
See if we can find out where it happened at. Oh, I got a feeling it might have something to do with the 17. Ugh. Hello. Rewind this thing just a little bit more. Yeah, it looks like the 17 came up just a little bit, and that's what caused that caution. Collins is still your race leader. Nick is second. Zachary Compton third. Fourth is Messer. Rounding out your top 5 is Hoots. Riley Hoots had a good car last week at Richmond. Things didn't go his way. He ended up being involved in a wreck toward the end of the race, I believe. But he won that second race of the year a couple weeks back, so he's looking to pick up his second win of the early season contest here. A lot of these guys are still looking for win number 1 of their season. Oh, I just got a thing on Facebook. Brody Green, a guy that I race with on Mondays and Thursdays, said hello. So, what's up, Brody? Hope you're doing well. I hope you're looking forward to Monday night as we have our first playoff race of the season. Again, guys, if there's any particular driver you want to keep an eye on throughout the night, because I know some of you guys back at home have family members or friends racing in this event tonight, so just let me know. I'll do my best to give you their perspective of the races and whatnot. I think it's only fair that everybody gets to see their driver. Try not to focus on the lead solely, but if there's action up here, I feel like that's where we need to be. So double file for this restart. Waiting for the pace truck to come on in. So we're making the way down the backstretch now. We are currently riding on board with Messer, I believe, sitting in third place on this restart.
Green flag, green
Colin
flag,
gets a
green flag.
great start here. Sorry, that was Compton we were riding with. As he takes that second place away from Nick here. Top 5 all single file again. Top 6, 5, 6. A little bit further on back though, we got a little bit of battle for position. These guys try to fan out and get everything they can on these restarts. Back up front, we got Zachary Compton taking the lead away from Collins. That's going to put Parker back into second. Zachary up to first. But Parker's fighting back hard. He's got that momentum. What's he going to do with it down here in turns 1 and 2? He's looking to the inside. Zach's on that outside. And Zach's got that momentum on the outside. He's going to make it. He's going to have a huge run going down here in turns 3 and 4. He gets a little bit of loose, or maybe he had help. But that's going to let Collins take the lead away easily. 3 wide now for second. As we got Nick Compton on the inside. Zachary on the outside. Nick Offord on the inside. Now Messer's in the 53. He's going to take the spot away from the 81 of Zach here. Contact. Crashing.
Call.
Big yellow.
Fellas, we have got a very, very difficult official this week.
I think
in our P's and Q's.
people ran out of patience there, and it's not the end of the race yet or toward the end of the stage, so I felt like there should have been more give and take right through here. Let's take another look at it. Nick may have came up just a little bit and tagged the 83 and brought that out. It's a lot of torn up race cars. You see Zachary Compton, he was in it. So the 2 Compton boys were in it. And there's Nick there. You'll have to excuse me if I sound a little bit tired. Work was a little bit exhausting today, so I need some caffeine to get through this. 17 taking the wave around. You just saw him on the bottom of your screen. There's Zachary leaving pit road now. Nick, he's still at the pit road. Tiny Dog Racing. I tried to talk to Parker earlier because I know he's in that team, so not sure what's going on with. Maybe he was talking to his teammate there whenever I was trying to interrupt him, so it's part of the thing. It happens. Looks like we're going to restart this race with 19 cars on the lead lap. Three cars are out of the race. Clark, CC, and Barnhill. So they'll get a DNF tonight. Now Parker, he's been strong all night. I believe he's led most of the laps tonight. Nick, he ain't too far behind. Those two have been battling back and forth for the lead all night. And Hoots, he hasn't led any at all tonight, but he's sitting there in third place. These guys are getting double file for the restart now. I thought Matt would be home by now to join us, but apparently not. But it's still early, halfway through this race almost. But maybe he'll come on board later. Two by two by two. As the pace truck comes off. Let's see what kind of restart Parker has here.
Green flag.
Gets another good restart. Nick could drop down into that open hole. When he does, Riley Hoots is going to stay in third. Tyler Truman, he's going to stay up here in the fourth spot. Just got a little bit of battle for second here. Parker, he's just going to pull away. So some of these guys looks like they're starting to spread out. A little bit of action down here for fifth place, fourth place, making a run. That's Tyler in that 24 machine. As he has the momentum on that outside. And he's going to get past her by he's going to go around the 10 here. Ben's fighting back though. And here comes Tyler though with that momentum. Nothing's changed out front, although Nick had a little bit of run there. Sorry guys if I bounce back and forth between different battles, but I'm trying to keep an eye on everything for the viewers back at home. You got the 5 back here battling for position. He was our Daytona 500 winner. I believe he's from Mexico. That's pretty cool to. You don't see very many guys from different countries racing NASCAR leagues. You know, you see that more often in F1, I feel like, but not very much in NASCAR. These guys trying to get her all around the 5. You got the 21, the 20, the 2, all right here. Trying to do everything they can to get around this 5 car right now. Back up front, they all stay single file. You can see everybody single file and pretty much running this higher line. Battle for the lead's heating up as Nick, he's gonna make a move to the outside of Parker here. And he's gonna have the momentum going down to the start finish line. I couldn't tell who led that lap. Nick, he's got that momentum again. He's gonna have the run going down the back stretch. Looking back up from 3rd place, you can see Nick might have the advantage, but then it goes back to Parker as he has the inside line. I was also too close to call. So these guys are putting on one heck of a show. I think the longer you run though on that inside, it's going to hurt your tires. I feel like the outside's going to be a place to go, especially though as your tires fade. You'll be able to make up more ground, I feel like. But, you know, I'm not the driver right now. I'm just a broadcaster, so we'll let these guys sort it out. Riley, he's being pretty patient in that 25 machine. He's just letting us see what these two in front can do for the time being. Nick, he's got that momentum again on the backstretch. Parker is not giving up this top spot easily as they're still side by side coming off turn 4 here. It's going to be too close to call at the line. Nick by a hair, I believe. You know, you can see Hoots. He had to really get out of gas there so he didn't run over Nick. And Nick's going to take the top spot away as he had just too much momentum. Parker couldn't really do anything with it except to fall back in the tire tracks and maybe learn a thing or two. Meanwhile, Zachary Compton, he's
Caution.
on the move again. He was in that last caution we had that his brother brought out. Speaking of cautions, we do have a caution on the racetrack. So we'll go back through here and see if we can potentially find any people that may be involved. Not sure. I'm really not seeing anything. You know, we are back live. You can see the leaders come down pit road now. Excuse me, guys, for yawning. Like I said, it's been a long day at work. Some of these guys further on back deciding to stay out. Remember, these guys only get 5 sets of tires. And I don't keep track of their tire usage when they put tires on or all that, if they take left sides or right sides. So it's, if I had more help, a couple more broadcasters, commentators up here, it'd be a little bit different. But it'll be okay. We just know that these guys get 5 sets of tires tonight. So it's depending on your strategy, when do you want to come in and use them. And we know Zach, he's fast. He's up here battling for the lead earlier before he got caught up in that caution. So he's been inside the top 5 most of the night. Some of these guys still on pit road, just now getting service done. Looks like Hoots is going to have the lead when they restart this race. Trying to give you a little bit of more of driver in-depth of these guys before we go back green, kind of slow it down. I know last time I done this went through a little bit too fast. Anyway, back out front. I was saying Hoots is the leader, and he chose the outside. It's going to be Smith there on the inside. That 21 car. Going to restart this race with 18 cars on the lead lap. Started this race with 31 cars. Raposa, the first car out.
Green flag, green flag.
Hoots gets a great restart there on the outside. We haven't seen anybody restart from the outside tonight until now. So it's a great job done by him. He's going to have a huge advantage going down to turns 1 and 2. Meanwhile, the battle is for second between Mercer and Smith, and Compton are all right there as he's looking to take the second position away from the... Further on back, you can see some of these guys just losing positions. 3 wide for second as Compton is on the inside. Parker Collins is now looking back, and he's looking to take it 3 wide. And he's taking it 3 wide for third. And we still got a battle for third. Parker's going to take the third place away. He's looking now to take the second position away from Compton there. He drives down the inside. Mercer in that 53 car. He's fighting back just a little bit. Nick Alford, he in that 22 blue car, he made up a lot of ground also.
Caution somewhere, caution.
Caution on the
Around the course
racetrack,
of that last
and
run, did you see any rubber laying down at
Parker
all?
Collins retains the lead over Hoot, so Hoots is going to fall back to second. That's the advantage of taking tires. So you got fresh tires compared to old tires, and you can just make up so much more ground on some of these guys. I'm not sure. '84. See if we can find out what happened to him. Oh, the '87 was trying to get off the wall. Talking about that bear hug earlier at the top of their broadcast, and looks like he yanked his car to the left to try to get off that wall. Some of these guys had no place to go. Wrong place at the wrong time for these drivers. I know there's 84. I know that's the second caution he's been caught up in. He was caught up in the very first caution of the race when the 2 car got loose. So now, it looks like we are going to restart with 16 cars on the lead lap. Bullock will be the last car in the lead lap in 16th place. If you're just joining us, we are in stage 2. Stage 2 ends at lap 100. It's going on 9:30 on the East Coast. If you may have forgot to know what time it is. Don't forget though, speaking of time change, time change does happen this weekend. We will fall back an hour, unfortunately. I am not a fan of time change because I'm a big deer hunter here in Indiana, and I could use that extra hour in the evening time because I'd rather hunt in the afternoon than the morning because I am not a morning person. So, don't forget to turn your clocks back an hour, Saturday night or Sunday, whenever your family does it. Double file on this restart. You got Parker Collins on the inside, Riley Hoots in that 25 car on the outside. You got Zachary Compton there sitting in third on the inside. Fourth is Mercer, and fifth is Smith, and Offord in the 22 is running out your top six. Still got plenty of cars, plenty of action.
Green flag. Caution's out.
Got another caution on the racetrack. Let's see if we can find it. Ah, that's Tyler Truman. That 24 car. See if we can rewind here and see what happened to him. That's unfortunate. At 42, this bounces off the wall, and Tyler had no place to go. He gets caught up into that wreck. So, I got a message. Sorry guys, I'm trying to multitask here and don't want to lose sight of the leader. I was reading a message from Parker. He could hear me, but I could not hear him. So I had to go in and fix a setting. It sucks whenever you have to get your computer worked on and all your settings are messed up. So I got it fixed. And I'm trying to bring in a special person who wants to come in and join the booth. I gotta send him an invite. So Brody Green might be joining us. I had to send him the Discord link. He is a guy who I race with on Mondays and Thursdays from one of the leagues I run. He asked if he could come in and help since Matt's not in here, and sure, I don't mind the help. So it didn't take long for Parker to get back up to the lead. Let's see if we can actually ride on board with him. We'll bring him into the channel now since he might be able to hear me. Hey Parker, can you hear me? I still can't hear him, so I'm gonna have to fix something else again. Meanwhile, Parker's still in the lead. Hoots is second. Compton is third. Fourth would be Mercer, and rounding out the top five is Nick Alford in that 22 car. They go double file here for this restart. Lights are off on the pace truck. Let's see if anybody can get around Parker here. He has been the dominant car so far in this race. Still plenty of laps left, but the laps are winding down though. Parker does get a great restart over Hoots. Zachary Compton there, he's looking to take the second spot away over Hoots. He's on the inside. I thought Hoots was going to keep him honest though, but he still has that run on the outside, Hoots does, and he's going to fight back there against Zach. All this is allowing to do is allowing Parker to pull away as these guys battle for position. And Nick's looking to take it 3 wide.
Kind of walk me through a lap here, please.
We got another caution on the racetrack. I didn't see anything for what that caution could have been for. Alright, 16 cars on the lead lap still. Tyler Truman is the only car 2 laps down. Everybody else is at least 8 laps down. Six cars have retired from the race. Sorry guys, under this brief caution, I am trying to change some stuff up. Double five back on this restart. So everybody's getting ready to roll here. It's gonna be Smith on the outside in that 10 car. Oh, excuse my apologies. Medina in that 10 car. Smith in the 21 car. So those two we haven't really mentioned all night. They find themselves here in the top 5. Maybe they'll have something for Parker here. And there's a 20 who is involved in that one of the cautions earlier in the race, so it's good to see he found himself back here in the top 5 as well. And the struggles that John Anderson has had in recent weeks, he's also up here in that 56 car.
Green flag.
Parker gets a great restart. So does the 20 car. He's looking to make a move there for 3rd place. Halfway down your screen, you can see 3 wide as that's Compton on the inside. And Nick also right there. And that's gonna jam up this pack just a little bit, as I believe that was a 79 had to check up, and that got the 55 loose, but everybody made it through and we stayed green. So Medina runs 2nd as he's trying to make a move here on Parker. So we are in the 3rd stage now. Parker has won both stages tonight. This race is coming to a close. These guys need to make a move and get any valuable points they can. They need to do it pretty soon. See Nick, he's falling back a little bit. Earlier in the race, he was in the top 5. He's trying to make a move on John Anderson right now in that 56 car. But he's had a quick car. He's led over 30 laps, I believe. And see if he can make his way back to the front. I know he's going to have to get around Zach Compton here. To do it, Zach's been fast all night long. So has Parker Collins. And now we got Medina up here also. Compton, he's looking low. Medina's on the outside. See what Nick does sitting back here in the 4th spot. He's got that high line working in his favors. He's to the outside of Compton. Medina's looking low on Collins here. It's going to be a jog race into turns 1 and 2. Collins is making that high line work as he has the momentum. It's going to be Collins leading that lap. Got Hoots back there in 5th and Anderson back there in 6th. Got Parker up here in the lead. And here comes Nick in that 22 car as he has a little bit of run around Compton as he's trying to take that 3rd spot away. It's a great battle around these guys, like I was mentioning a few laps ago. It's go time now. You want to get in the best possible position you can if there was a late race restart. I don't believe these guys do the choose rule. I haven't seen it done all night, but I think it would be pretty cool if they did. Because that could be a huge implication if we ever had a late race restart. But these guys don't do it. They only let the leader pick the lane they want. As you can see, Parker starting to pull away little by little. Medina, he's right there. And Nick's looking to make a move for the 2nd place now. He's looking low. Compton, that is. Nick needs to be careful as he has Hoots all over his back bumper. Riding with Hoots now. You can see he's got that momentum working in his favor on the outside as he's trying to take 3rd spot away from Medina. Gives the 10 just a little bit of nudge. It's going to send the 10 up the racetrack. Medina keeps that 3rd spot. Meanwhile, we got a battle for the lead between the 6 and the 54. Not the 6 and the 54, excuse me, the 22 and 54. I thought Nick was going to battle Parker there a little bit more than he did, but he might now as he has that momentum on that outside. Let's see if Parker shuts the door, and he does. I was a little bit surprised that Nick didn't do the crossover. But he's going to pretty much follow Parker here. Hoots is trying really hard to get that 3rd spot away. Hoots finally clears Medina here for 3rd. Back out front, Nick's just gonna follow and go to the inside of Collins. It's too close to call at the line. I'm not sure who led that lap, as we are closing in with 40 laps to go. Collins' battle is back on that outside, and he's going to take the lead back over Nick here as we go down into turns 3 and 4. You don't want to burn your stuff up. I mean, right now it is go time, but yet you want to be a little bit conservative on your tires because you don't want to burn them up. You might need those later on in this race if it stays green. In my opinion, I think we are done seeing cautions, but I wouldn't be surprised if we saw one more. Just the way these guys are starting to spread out now. Further on back, just a little back, we got the 881 and the 10 and the 42 battling for fourth. This Hoots still sitting in third. Pretty good battles. We do have lap traffic coming up ahead, so that could play in a role of how these guys maneuver their way around the racetrack. As you can see, Hoots is really starting to close in on the top two in front of him. That's a nice move there by the 21 cars. He realized that these guys are battling for the lead. Nick is doing everything he can to get this lead because I know last week we tried doing an interview with him after Richmond and he was pretty upset. I couldn't find him on Discord. So I know he's looking for redemption tonight after last week's race. These top three are still going at it. These guys are still battling. His top three knows to tell. He's making a move to the inside of Parker there. I think Nick Parker's going to hold him off. That's going to open up the door for Hoots as he's looking on to the outside to take that second spot away. Nick may have used up his tires just a little bit there. He might want to fall back and see if he can get these tires to cool down just a little bit and make another run at them. We are currently riding on board with Hoots as he's looking to the inside of Parker here. I think the only way Hoots might be able to get around him is he's going to have to make that move to the outside. The outside seems like that's where you want to be because you can carry so much more momentum going down the backstretch here. I believe the only thing Hoots can do is kind of fall back, see if he can make Collins burn up his stuff. as we are coming to 30 laps to go here. Green flag pit stops. Parker locked up his tires. You can see him. There was no contact between the two, but it looked pretty dang close. So let's see how this plays out. Hoots is then making his top of the screen. You can see Parker up there in that first pit box. I believe that's the 20 car they're leaving. Hoots is out. And there goes Parker. See if these two can get back on track clean. This can be where the race is won or lost here on these green flag pit stops. There goes Nick, putting these guys a lap down. So we currently have 7 cars on the lead lap. Green flag pit stops continue. Here comes the 62. He's making his way down pit road to get service. Another 20, he's already pitted. John Anderson, he's leaving pit road now. It's really good to see that these guys, especially John, I know he struggled the last couple of weeks, so it's really good to see him have a good solid night tonight. I'm not sure if he came off that pit road clean. It looks like maybe he had his right side tires on that white line. See if iRacing gives him a black flag or not. So it looks like your top 3 has not pitted. You can see Parker trying to get around the 22 to get... That's not for position by any means, because Nick hasn't pitted yet. Okay, maybe Nick did pick because it looks like he still has speed. So yeah, Nick must have pitted and I didn't see it anywhere. He's fighting back on that outside, but don't forget Hoots is also right there in the mix. So 24 laps remain when they cross the line here. Great battle for the lead between these top 3. Nick, he's going to that outside line, see if he's got the momentum to carry it off. Hoots is looking strong. It's still anybody's race between these top three. If a caution comes out, then that's just going to stack the whole field right back up again. You can see Hoots making that inside line work as he's trying to take the second position away from Nick. I thought Hoots was going to get in the rear end of Nick, but he didn't. Kept his car off of him. It's a great battle for second, but the only thing this is doing is letting Parker get away. I mean, as these two here battle side by side, Parker's just looking at his meter and driving away a little by little as Hoots might have the position here if he can keep his momentum up, but he touches that white line ever so slightly and he does take the position away. So a great effort there by Hoots to see if he can run down our leader here. We got 20 laps left in this race. We'll keep an eye on that gap and see if there's anything else exciting, any other battles going on in the racetrack. Further on back in the field though, we got Anderson and Mercer kind of battling for position. I am sorry, that is not Anderson. Battling for position. He is 3 laps down. Still a good little battle though. Other than that, currently I'm not seeing nothing. You can see back up here with the leaders. Parker has really opened up his advantage over Hoots though. That's almost a second, back to second place now. The only thing Collins does not need is a caution. Caution comes out, stacks up the field, tends to get more dirty in some ways. People get more aggressive. And if caution comes out and Collins loses that lead, then he wouldn't be very happy tonight. But it's part of racing. We see it all the time in real life. That's why you gotta be good on these starts and restarts. See there, Hoots there in second. See Nick, he not sure if Hoots had trouble, but Nick's looking to take that second spot back away from Hoots here. Just got 14 laps remain. '79 got a little bit loose there, and luckily he kept it straight enough where we stay green. I think some of these guys are wishing though for a caution that, you know, it's one lap down or whatever. That way they can come in, get the lucky dog, or take the wave around to get their lap back. Some of these battles further on back throughout the field. There's Medina. He was up in the top 5 earlier in the race. He's fell back quite a bit. He's in the 4th spot currently. Keep an eye on this battle. Blackrick Compton, he's fell back to 5th. He's also led he's inside the top 5 quite a bit earlier. So it's amazing what happens whenever you have green flag pit stops. If you don't get in just right, tires, locking up your brakes or speeding or whatever, you just fall back and you lose all that track position. I mean, he had a ton of speed earlier in the race, and now he's sitting back here in the 5th spot. 6th spot. Back out front, you can see the 22 and the 25 still battling for 2nd place. Parker Collins, he's pretty much walking the dog right now. He's on his own. He's almost got a 2.5 second advantage over 2nd place. Collins is going to the line now. 2nd place just went by. I see Smith there in that 21 car making up some ground, but he's laps down, and I believe he's got some fresh tires. That's why he's blowing by these guys with as much speed as that car has right now. So you can see him going around Hoots there. That's not for position. He's also inside the top 5. I think he took the strategy of not taking tires earlier in the race, and that's how he was inside the top 5. Riding on board with Nick. You can hear how much out of the throttle he is. Way up there coming out of turn 2 is our leader, so Nick's pretty far back from him. He won't be able to catch him tonight unless we have a restart. I don't think we'll get one. So just 8 cars on the lead lap. We got 5 laps to go. Smith trying to get one of his laps back here as he goes around Collins. Collins has opened up his lead to almost 3 seconds, 2.6 seconds back right now from second place. So he's definitely opening up. Tuesday night. Is Collins out of gas? Sure sounds like it. Collins is out of gas. Oh, okay. That was the last lap. I was looking at the scoring monitor wrong. So Parker Collins is victorious tonight as he picks up the win here at Kansas. Tuesday night, we have a championship race for NASCAR series. I believe that race is held at Phoenix. If you want to tune in, Caleb Roach over in that league is the points leader and will clinch the championship as long as he starts the race there Tuesday night. So that's Tuesday night at 7:30 Central if you want to join us over there. Congratulations to Parker Collins on the dominating performance, as we would take you through, see if we can do it one more time. Maybe I can hear these guys. Give it another whirl. Hey, Parker, it's John up in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, John.
Hey, finally. So, congratulations on the dominating performance tonight. You've won both stages plus the race. How does it feel to come out victorious tonight?
Ah, man, it feels just about as good as it did last week. Really had a good car, clipped the nose clean all night, and really can't thank all the guys at Tiny Dog Racing enough for this car. I mean, it just bad fast all night, and just was able to keep the track position when we needed to, and fly through there and get that stage 1 win with that tire differential. So, I mean, all in all, super, super solid night.
So, let's go back to stage 1 because I wanted to talk to you about your move. You took it 3 wide to take that top spot away. Were you nervous about wrecking anybody when you was 3 wide there for the lead?
There was slight concern, not a whole lot. I knew from making mistakes previously doing that type of move that I couldn't send it in there as hard as I wanted to. So I made sure that I didn't wash up the track and take those guys out. But, with the tire differential, I was able to really do almost like a slide job there coming off the corner and clear them and then take the stage easily after that. So that was a lot of fun, really fun move that I made right there.
Yeah, I was watching it and I couldn't believe it, but hey, it stuck and it worked out in your favor. You won both stages in the race, so you got a lot of points tonight.
Yeah, for sure. I'm not sure where we're going next week, but it should be fun. Hopefully, we can go for 3 in a row next week.
All right. Well, thank you, Parker.
Yep, thank you.
That was Parker as he's won back to back, so he's our first multi winner of the season. So congratulations to him, and bring in Hoots in here real quick. And hey, Riley, it's John up in the booth. You got me? Hey, Riley, it's John up in the booth. You got me? All right. Well, I guess Riley must be busy. He's in the broadcast booth. But anyway, don't forget next Tuesday, join in. Hopefully, Matt's back with us. I know he's kind of busy throughout the week. So tonight he wasn't able to join because he wasn't home. He had family stuff come up. So anyway, catch the action next Tuesday, next Friday, and we'll take it from there.
Hey, y'all got me?
Hey, yeah, I do got you, Riley. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. Sorry about that. My push to talk was being finicky.
Oh, that's all right. So you finished up second tonight. What do you think you needed more to get around Parker there?
I just needed to do a little bit better job managing my tires on that last run. I pushed a little bit too hard at the first part of the run. I probably should have moved up to the top and started rolling a little bit more to save some of that right front. That's where he was just a rocket ship. He was able to take good care of his tires and just gradually pull away from me on those long runs.
Yeah, I was watching you guys on that last green flag pit stop there, and you guys were about dead even. He locked up the brakes, and I thought you was gonna hit him from behind, but you didn't. So great job there by keeping your car off of him.
Yeah, that pit entry was definitely a little sketch. Just glad we didn't make any contact and we were able to race it out to the end.
All right, well, thank you coming in and joining us.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you for broadcasting this thing, and thank you everybody for the opportunity. Appreciate everyone.
All right, let's bring in our third place driver, Nick, real quick. Hey, Nick, it's John up in the booth. You got me?
Hey John, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing good. So, you finished third tonight. You led a few laps. I know it wasn't what you wanted after last week. You dominated at Richmond, and you came here and had a good car. What did you need more out of to get around Parker and Riley up there?
Parker, man, I don't. He's just got long run speed. Like I need some more long run speed. That's all it was. I think I did a good job staying with him. I knew I couldn't get around him. It's so hard to pass in Kansas, um, without being on fresh tires. So I tried short pitting him, and that worked for a couple laps, and then the tires fell off again, and he came right around me. So.
Yeah, we was watching, and it was a good battle between you, Riley, and Parker there for a little bit, and you just kind of faded back there some. So hopefully we find victory lane soon.
Yeah, I think we're on track to get it good. We've had a good car all season, so we'll see what's going on.
All right, well, good luck going in the future.
Thanks, sir.
And there you have it, folks. The top three. We was finally able to get interviews. So I'm glad that it was a good race. No fights, nothing like that. No arguments. Clean, solid race. Congratulations again to Parker. He's won 2 in a row. Next week he's looking to go with 3 in a row. So don't forget Tuesday at 7:30 Central. NASCAR goes to Phoenix to race for a championship. As I was saying earlier, Caleb Roach is your points leader over there in that league. All he has to do is start the race to clinch. I believe there's a tight battle there for second points. I'll have to look at my notes. But next Friday we'll be back here again. We'll see you guys.